welcome to another episode of Meant to Be Monday. I am your host, Paul Turner, and today I want to talk to you about 7 principles for pulling off that killer Youth Sunday you want to have. First of all, Youth Sundays, to me, are super important in the life of a church for various reasons, which I'll break down here. But obviously, you want people in your congregation to see your young people. Not that they're invisible people, or that they're just those kids that mess up that stuff. You want to basically, a Youth Sunday gets to dispel all the myths, per se, of what it means to have teenagers in your church. And so I want to share with you guys a little bit about what my process is. I have a Youth Sunday coming up in December, and I thought I'd share them with you guys. The first one is this: start early. Start early. We started planning Youth Sunday about 30 to 45 days ago. So we're about a month and a half, almost 2 months, out from planning this. And that's coming up with the ideas and what's going to go into this thing and all those various things. So one of the keys to really is starting early and building a vision. Maybe you have to sell it to your pastor or your congregation, or you have to sell it to your kids to participate. I don't know, but you want to start early and start sowing those seeds early enough to say, look, guys, we're going to have an opportunity to stand before the congregation and say, look, we're not maybe who you think we are, and we want to show you a different side of who we are. I want to show, you know us as the wild, crazy group, and yes, we're still that, but we're still pretty deep people, and we understand what the gospel is, and we understand what it means to share our faith with you. So that's important. Number 2, make sure that everyone has a place. In other words, if you have a youth ministry that's large, or if you have a youth ministry that's just has not a lot of people necessarily, but you want to make sure there's a different job and a role and a responsibility for the different kinds of kids. Not to say how many, that's one option. Obviously, if you have a lot of kids, you want to have a lot of jobs, but you also want to have a different kinds of jobs. For us, it's a matter of finding, like example, we're serving communion that Sunday, so that's 7 or 8 kids serving within the congregation that's going to be serving communion. There's going to be 2 kids praying. The drama team's going to do something. All these various things where you get to use kids in various situations according to their gifts and talents and abilities. I have 4 kids, three other kids besides myself, doing a tag team preaching message, which is going to be pretty awesome. I'm looking forward to that. And so making sure that everybody has a job or role. There's greeters, there's taking the offering, there's all kinds of things that you break it down. So when you're thinking about your youth ministry, no matter what size they are, make sure you're fitting kids in the various places that they will do well at and succeed and flourish at and be comfortable in when they get up there in front of the congregation. The third thing is make sure there's a theme. It's always good when you have a theme to it. And so this year for us, it is going to be worth it, I think, is our theme, because the drama team has a drama that goes along with that. And so we're going to make it the thematic, because obviously when you preach and do things like that, it's always good to tie things in. And so it's going to be worth it as a message to the congregation. Look, it's going to be worth it, when you see these kids grow up. It's going to be worth it when you see these kids grow in their faith. It's going to be worth it to you as a congregation to watch more kids come in and liven up the church and bring life to the church. And so that's, having a theme simply gives you a track to run on, and it helps you do that. Number 4, make sure there are connecting points within the message between generations. In other words, give an opportunity within that the young people understand that the people they're talking to, it's not just about telling the congregation who we are, it's let me tell you who we are, but we understand who you are as well as a congregation, whether that's based on age or demographics or what it is, that the young people say, look, we're not just coming up and doing a bunch of brand new stuff to say, look, our stuff's better than your stuff. We're saying that we want to connect with you. So like in my thing, there's an old hymn that says it's going to be worth it all when we meet Jesus. And so we're going to have the kids, I don't know if all the kids, but at least at the end, we're going to do a hymn, as well as some of the songs they may know, to kind of show that says, look, we get it. We understand. We're with you. And we want you to understand that it's going to be worth it when we meet Jesus. All this investment, all this stuff, all the things we've done are going to be worth it. And so be sure to put that in your Youth Sunday there, at these different connection points, whether it's through a song or whether it's through illustrations that totally your congregation will understand and get, even if your kids don't totally get it, but your congregation will, because it's based on what year they were born in, or what they grew up themselves doing. So number 5 is plan a fellowship afterwards. Give the kids an opportunity to connect in another way with the adults by going in the back, and that's also another way for kids to serve. They may not be up on the stage, but they may be in the back cooking, and parents and so forth doing the meal. And create it to where maybe kids sit at certain tables, right? This is your seat, so that all the kids are not bunched up with a bunch of other kids, at another table, but they're actually integrated with the other adults there. And help your students see that the value of that and why that's important, so that that the youth ministry isn't kept at arm's length, but now these kids have faces and names and personalities and sitting at various tables, and so you reserve those seats for them. Number 6. Give the congregation an opportunity to invest in the youth ministry. Now, that could be something from a financial place. It could be where you ask the congregation to come up and maybe write a little note, a vote of confidence towards the kids. It could be anything that would allow the adults in your congregation to give. It could be, like I said, it could be a youth offering. It could be where you say, look, here's our plan for the next 3 months. We need volunteers for this, and this. Would you help us? Give them a chance to sign up. Give them a chance to volunteer. Give them a chance to invest in your youth ministry. And finally, number 7 is fellowship with, follow up with the congregation with a video or something where the kids are saying thank you, or putting those things. Maybe you're just doing a slideshow, and all the different kids in your group are holding they make their own little thank you sign, and they hold it up, and you do a slideshow, put it on Facebook or put it on YouTube, or play it for the congregation the next week, and find a way for those kids to be able to follow up with those adults in your congregation. So anyway, those are my 7 principles that I'm using when I do a Youth Sunday. I try to make sure that I do all of those things in some way or shape or fashion. It doesn't have to be all the same way, but I try to mix it up as often as I can. So anyway, thanks for joining me today for Meant to Be Monday today. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you like the video, of course, I would love for you to hit that thumbs up button. That lets me know you like the video and you want more of them. Be sure too, if you like to, go ahead and share the video. If somebody else needs this, maybe somebody in your church or somebody in your youth ministry, or maybe just a youth ministry network you're a part of, feel free to go ahead and share this video with them as well. And also, if you're brand spanking new, thanks for joining me, hanging out with me for a little while today. If you want videos like this in your inbox, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button right there. That will get videos like this in your inbox a couple of times a week, plus some bonus videos during the month. And I look forward to getting your comments. Leave me a comment down below, if you would, about how you like the video, or maybe some ideas that you have about the Youth Sundays you've done. What are some critical, important points that you would point out? This is important to having a Youth Sunday. Leave me a comment down below. So anyway, you guys have a fantastic day, and I will see you guys tomorrow on the Tuesday Panic. Have a great day, everybody.